If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. Peter Tosh, glass house. And if you can't, something, I forgot the words. I'm gonna mix them up in a minute though. Good morning, everybody. We gotta talk about the Tower of Babel. Living in a glass house. If you live in a glass house, don't throw no damn stones. Shut up. There we go. Don't throw any stones. This is a Peter type. If you live in a glass Babel house, don't throw stones. Or God is gonna make you a character from Fat Albert. Anybody watch Fat Albert? Let me turn this down. Hold on. That's music. Live in a glass house, don't throw stones. If you don't know history, don't throw those stones. Let me see. In a glass house, don't throw no stones. Say, look at that. Sister Lori made it because I'm on time this morning. I'm working on it. I'm gonna do my best to get. I can do my best all I want. It don't really matter. I got slavery, so I have to go back to normal time where master, you don't play that. No. This is Babylon, baby. You better get your stone. Start making the Tower of Babylon. That's why I have this behind me right here. Y'all know the history behind this? Remember, because some really old ancient people called the Jewish people and the Babylonians, which were the Jewish people, they were captured, like how most everybody in America was captured, don't own any damn thing. They had to build a tower, like you're building an economy for billionaires. And the billionaires made him build a tower. His name was Nebuchadnezzar. But anyway, they wrote it in a book. They put it in the scriptures. They later put it in a book. They put it in scriptures called the Tower of Babylon. Everybody said, that's fake. And all of a sudden, not only did they find the city of Babylon, but one of it was a private collection. That's where this came from, right? This is this rock that the private collection, and with laser technology, I think they were able to make out on the relief. Not only was the Tower of Babylon in the city that they found, this Babylon that y'all said didn't exist because it's in the Bible and it's all fake and made up, but it was actually a place, a city, and then they found this and they pieced it together 3 years ago and realized that this is an actual place and this is what the Tower of Babylon looked like behind my big head. And the interesting things about that, and then the king that they found was on the relief too, Nebuchadnezzar. It's like, oh yeah, okay, all of that's real, but the rest of it ain't real. I'm like, nah, that's not how that works, baby. That's not how it works. If people from thousands of years ago write something on a piece of stone, okay, and nobody can read at the time, and it's easy just to write on some papyrus, get some ink or something, and they etch it in the stone. That's what happened was. That's why I got Mush Mouth right there. Mush Mouth is right there where I bring YouTube in. Did y'all ever watch Fat Albert? What happened to the people to Babylon? Well, they were trying to build the tower, as the story goes, and they was trying to become gods. Oh, does anybody notice how that kind of looks like the ziggurats? Where things used to land on them. They were building a tower to the gods. I'm not convinced that we know what happened was true, but what I do know is what's happening right now is damn sure Babylon. We living in glass houses and we throwing stones left and right. It's American politics. We live in a glass house. We don't get to own nothing, the land, the house, the water, the food, nothing in the house. They can take it anytime they want. Oh, but nobody owns a damn thing in America. Zero. But then they make them Baba mush mouthy. You put the right on the left and the left on the left or the left on the left and the right on the right. They can't speak each other's language and everything they say to each other come out his mouth like him. And this is what most of my friends and I are here for. We're here to try to translate. When the left says ooba dooba dabba dibba dibba dabba dooba, we tell the right that, hey, listen, they want some health care. You know, they're born in the land, they don't own no land. They can't grow nothing hot and natural because they got this whole war on drugs thing going. So they just want some health care. They don't understand they're not supposed to eat pesticides as food, but we're going to work on that. And then the right say something on the other side, like ooba dooba scooby dooba dabba dooba. And we got to translate for the left and say, oh, well, they don't like dangerous drugs. No, they don't like the immigrants on the street, right? That's their issue. They don't like the immigrants coming in the country. And then what we're supposed to do while y'all uba dooba dabba dabba, bibbla babbling back and forth is we just say, you know what? That's because the war on drugs. You know who Gary Webb is? It's just the war on drugs. Y'all all on the same team. You just have no idea how to solve your problems. That's all. Because God didn't took your voice. Because that's what happened when he broke apart the Tower of Babel. He said, no, y'all got to stay monkeys. You ain't ready to come up here. Y'all not ready to come to space. Y'all need to stay monkeys for a minute. I ain't ready to let y'all up here. Y'all can't seem to stop killing each other and eating each other's babies and child trafficking and raping women. Y'all can't figure that out, so you don't get to come to space. So God broke the tower apart. He said, y'all got to stay there, give everybody different languages, broke all the Moors up. Oh, gave them different languages. Oh, ooba dooba dabba dabba dibba dabba dooba. Which is what the mainstream media does, which is exactly what they do. Ooba dooba dabba dooba doo. If you, well, how's Bob said, I like the way he said it. Well, he got the same for somebody else. If you can't stand the heat, don't go in the kitchen. And if you can't swim, don't jump in the water. If you don't own a house, it's glass, and you don't own none, the clock radio is not your, none of that belong to you, and you can't speak anybody else's language, then don't hit nobody with no rocks. Don't do it. Don't just, because I'm saying, or do it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm just gonna make some popcorn. I watched the fight. I'm not in it. My name is Bennett. That's how we used to say it as kids. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. I'm not in this ignorance. The rest of the world just watching, and y'all special too. Y'all a little special because they just watching America, acting like they're not ready for it to collapse. Like America's gonna collapse. Ding dong, witch is dead. Something, get out of bed. I know what y'all doing. I ain't stupid. All right, hang on, let me share this out. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Hey, Hillary, how you doing this morning? Who is that? Yep, Laura is, hey. That's right, that's exactly who it is. It's Fat America. Okay, here come flu season. Nah, it's not funny, but we don't eat what we need to eat, and it ain't people's fault. They did that to you. They jacked your food up, poisoned it, jacked up your thyroid. That's why I don't think you should vote for people. It's about to get rough. It's about to get rough in America right now, because me personally, I ain't gonna shut up. It's election season. Everybody's highly emotional, because that's the whole Tower of Babylon thing too. You break them up and uba dooba dabba 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 back to each other, and then you make them emotional, give them some emotional things to fight about. And they don't think, hey, listen, we need to, no, let's get back together. Let's build another tower. We're gods and goddesses. Let's go build a tower to the God. And God will probably knock that tower down again. If y'all still killing children, he should. If y'all still voting for people dropping bombs on baby, yeah, it should. Whatever God is, need to knock that tower down. But learn to speak each other's language. Training day. What's that move? Training day. Where Denzel Washington told you, you better learn to speak the language. You better learn to speak the language. If you don't speak the language, you just gonna get played all day long. All day long. Speak the billionaires' language. The only language they speak is money and power. Race don't never come out their mouth. Nothing on this planet has ever been about race, okay? They just break you apart and you used to get the uba dooba dabba doobin. No, Hillary, you cannot ignore them. No, we can't ignore them. No. Well, I mean, if you have to, you have to. I can't. I feel like I got an obligation to the next generation. I feel like I got an obligation to the people who ain't got nothing. I feel like I got an obligation to the people who ain't got no pot to piss in the window to throw it out. A lot of people are being played, Hillary, and we can't make them change, but we have to say the things we have to. They don't speak, it's like the poor blacks, they don't speak the language of the rich blacks. And the poor whites don't speak the language of the rich blacks. Because they don't speak the language of the leaders or the politicians neither, because the leaders and the politicians are always playing them against each other. Literally the tops of both political parties work together on the same system. Their employment is literally based in them making each other's sides not be able to talk to the other. Fear and crisis. That was the whole war on drugs thing. So yeah, I gotta talk to people. I feel I'm you know what, Hillary, when I get annoyed, then I don't talk to them. Then I get annoyed, no, I go back in my space. Sometimes you gotta go back under that rock. I know what you're saying. Because sometimes, it's just like, all right, we're not dealing in reality here. People still watching that damn television. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna eat popcorn while it's happening, Hillary. I'm gonna eat some popcorn. Like, oh, we gotta get together, 2020, ooba dooba dabba dooba dooba scooba scooba dooba. Like the people you're voting for, do they recognize you as a life form thing? that needs fresh air and water and run around? Or do they like literally claim that they own you? Do they work for the people? All right, so, you know. Just be careful. The slave mind is contagious. Ain't no mask on this planet gonna save you from it. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I was gonna talk about the Tower of Babel, but I'm mostly just gonna read comments. I find it highly interesting that they found the Tower of Babel, they found the stone, they found the relief, they know it's Nebuchadnezzar, tell you everything in that script that they said was true. People still don't understand the principle behind it. Right? Divide and conquer. Divide and enslave. Yes, and today is Thursday. Del Big Tree will be on today. Important to watch. Ooba dooba scuba dabba dooba dooba booba. It was Mush Mouth who turned me on to Fat Albert in his mouth translations would have saved me. It was Mush Mouth who turned me on or turned me off. Okay, to Fat Albert. Really? Why? I mean, I know it's a little rough. It's a little rough because, you know, but keep in mind Bill Cosby did, right? You know, it's like people look at it like, yeah, well, you know, they obviously did some racism in that thing. Well, technically it was Bill Cosby. I'm not sure if it's rape. Well, okay. Yeah, you got all kind of Cato's around. Catoism is a consciousness and it goes inside of everybody. And you can make money on a racist character that has bad speech because your public education system ain't about educating nobody. Yeah, I get that. Beware the Cato consciousness, right? That fits in with today with that today mystery. That kind of fits in. We got that Cato consciousness everywhere, where people want to run the plantation. They don't want to end it. They just want to hold the whip. But I tell you what, if these conservatives and Black Lives Matter ever got a clue, if they ever get together and get a clue, half a clue, if they ever stop booba dabba dibba 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 booba and they realize that the only reason immigrants and MS-13 come in their country is because we blow up their nations for this war on drugs and cocaine. Oh, I posted a good thing on cocaine earlier today. It was advice. Actually, to be honest with you, Miss Tree, I don't know if it was good. I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it. I watched like the first few seconds of it. And it's like, yeah, okay. It was like, what was the name of it? Cocaine Grips Colombia. And my point was that I was like, well, not really. It was Vice, and now Vice is co-opted. They used to do good documentaries. Actually, they still do good documentaries. It's just they're co-opted. Right? Billionaires own, like how we say, billionaires are on everybody's side. When billionaires are behind everybody's struggle, it's a fuggle. I didn't watch it. It's just cocaine's not gripping Colombia. That's not what's happening. Nope, that's fake news. Stop it. Stop it. And I know you posted on Facebook. I bet you it's real. You don't get that Facebook fact check on it. Literally, a compound from a coca plant cannot grip a nation. It just does not happen. It's a compound. That's right. No, nor can a gun shoot somebody, nor can a drone drop a bomb on anybody, nor can AI kill anybody. I mean, it's a tool. By itself, it doesn't do anything. You got to give it something to do that. Right, so is cocaine a problem in Colombia? Yeah, it is. Why? Because they want the problem, and it's artificial. It's artificial. Gary Webb told you that. He's a cop. Right, defund the police. If you defund the police, you wouldn't even know what the hell was happening, would you? Think about it. Check it out. Think about it. Gary Webb done told you the CIA been working with the drug lords and cartels to create this crime wave in America. Right, and the crime wave was just a beneficial side effect. You know, it was all about guns and weapons and control. Right, that's why everybody's coming in your country, and that's why you got drug routes. That's why you got restarted slavery. So you got one side that argues about the immigrants, and the other side that argues about mass incarceration, and it's literally they got the same foe, but they can't hear each other because they ooba dooba dabba dooba scuba dooba dooba, because their Tower of Babylon was destroyed. Cosby had a genius mind. He did, Lori. He did. You cannot take that away from him. He had a genius mind, and he used that to his benefit anywhere he could. And we lived in a nation that literally does not have a deep state, watch everything, check everything, see what everybody's saying, record every phone call. Because we know they did it even back then with the FBI. Everything was recorded. They knew Martin Luther King was doing his thing because he was a guy. Guys do what guys do when, you know, they're in stressful situations. He's in a little bit of a stressful situation. And they knew what Martin Luther King was doing. They recorded every phone call, so of course they knew everything Bill Cosby was doing. So you can't convince me, we're fighting pedophilia, we're fighting abuse. No, the FBI didn't know every damn thing. Every damn thing. We don't even know the tools they got now. So yeah, but he was a genius. He was you can never take that away from him. But he lived in a time, obviously, where there were certain tools that the powerful had that they could abuse the weak with. Which is why I'm against power in every form. The problem is power. The problem is once again, because slavery is such this hot topic now, And you got a whole bunch of black people who want to run the plantation. You got a whole bunch of black people who want to sell some slaves. You got a whole bunch of black people who want to control the poor black people, and the poor black people don't know that, and they in the streets. And I'm not saying don't be in the streets. Once again, I'm not in any fuggles. I'm not on the fuggle that side or that side. I think if y'all want to get out there and get your fuggle on, get your fuggle on. Me, I'll wait for the struggle. We got a lot of Catos. Everybody wants to run things. Everybody wants to control things. And that's what Bill Cosby. It's just abuse. It's just abuse. You have power, you can abuse. You have $100 million, you can abuse. You've got a church and people believe everything that you say. You have power to abuse lots of people. Oh, did I tell y'all about I got my first white person yesterday to apologize for slavery. Did I tell y'all about that? Did I mention that? No, I didn't. I guess that was yesterday after the video. I had the first one. She came. She came and apologized. She was apologizing to me for slavery. I'm sorry. She was apologizing to me for slavery. I just didn't know what to do. Y'all gonna be sad. Y'all gonna be disappointed in me. I know. I talk a lot of stuff here. I froze up. I didn't know what to say. It never happened to me before. I never was there and had somebody in my face apologizing for slavery. I froze up. I did. We didn't know we did to you people. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here. I didn't know what I was supposed to say. But I didn't go to liberal university. I went to a traditional black college back when we used to talk about real topics. I was not reared to be racist to these people. She apologized, and I told her thank you. Y'all can be mad at me. I said thank you. Don't do it again. Oh my God! I laughed later, but it was so awkward. It was weird. It felt I don't know. Somebody put a wet willy in my ear or something. It was no, don't do that, lady. Don't do that. You wasn't even here, silly. How old are you? Damn it, you look like you about 52. Come on, stop it now. Stop it. I don't think you 500. You got, you got a little. Anyway, all right, now let me stop. It was awkward. It was weird. I want y'all to stop abusing white people, get them to come up and apologize. I'm so disappointed in myself. I am. I know y'all are. I try to stick up for my poor white people all the time. I do. And my poor black people. But I couldn't. I was just don't you do that again. I want Mr. Blackman. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tony. How you doing this morning? Let me see. Wasn't the punishment for the Tower of Babel to break up the language so the people would have to stop arguing and find a way to communicate? Well, if I remember the story right, Susan, the problem is the people were working together. They were building a tower, and God said, yeah, I ain't gonna put no UFO on the top of that tower. Bring your ignorance up in my space heaven place thing. And so it. I'm still on the fence about this whole God is a man or woman thing. I don't think God is ignorant either way. I think God's a creator. It creates whatever. It creates creations that create creations, and I have no interest in you. Was it as anthropomorphizing on God, what God got to be what you are? You got white Jesus, black Jesus. In India, you got gods with all kind of arms and legs, like spiders and monkeys and everything. No, I don't know what God is. But yeah, it broke the tower up, so y'all don't get to come up here. And so it spread them throughout the lands. It took the Moors and threw some Moors in Europe, threw some Moors back in Africa, threw some Moors over in India, threw some Moors in North America, and said, now here's your language. You will never build a tower again because now you can't work together. Ha! And I find it a little peculiar, Miss Susan Jewell, that Nebuchadnezzar looked damn sure a lot like an Anunnaki. I don't know. This is why history matters. This is why, because they look like alien to me. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. Maybe it was the aliens that broke the tower apart. Like, nah, y'all not ready to fly. We still need to enslave you. Same with the DNC and GOP and the UN and the billionaires and CDC and WHO and all the rest of them. Like, nah, y'all can't work together. We're going to find a new way to break you apart and make you ooba dooba dabba dooba. We cannot let you find freedom. You are still building our slave plantation of a planet. Let me see. Decaying meat suits. That's all these are, Hillary. They're decaying from day one. Don't get too invested in them. You are a god, a goddess. Proceed as such, and treat others like as such. I'm not sure if y'all talking to each other. Rebecca's asking, where did you hear that? And let me see. There is life you cannot see in the spectrum of light you are allotted. Yes, Riley J, is that not only true? Do we not see what we need to eat for survival? The 7 senses. There's so much around us. We ain't got time for uba dooba dabba dabba. We don't have no time for it. We can't, because we don't even know what's around us. Could be aliens all around, multi-dimensional creatures, viruses come to get people, little particles in the air, and people still got these masks on. Y'all boggling my mind. Y'all are boggling my mind. Love you to death. I ain't mad at you. You need to wear your mask, baby. But you didn't tell me I need to wear one. You crazy. Love you to death. There's a whole lot going on. It's a whole lot of planets out there, Riley. It's a whole lot of deepness in the ocean. We have no idea. Godzilla could still be down there. We wouldn't even know. And we up here fighting over fur, fighting over skin. Black lives matter, white lives matter, blue lives matter. Do you know who Gary Webb is? If you know who he is, then you know that your enemy is never the one the billionaires put in front of you. You are hilarious. I had to go take a break and get my Kleenex. Okay, what you got, the sniffles, Jackie? Jackie, Jackie, if you got the sniffles, do not put a mask on. Don't do that. I did that at Home Depot. I told the story. I ain't gonna tell it again because it's nasty. It might make me throw up again. Because when you got those masks on, it's pollen season during the pandemic. Everybody think you got the pandemic. And those masks, yes, that is. Stop it. Shut up. Yeah, when you put the mask on, they just become reservoirs. You got the sniffles, Jackie, don't go outside. The Americans will turn you in. They got them tracing apps. Do not go outside. You go outside, you're going to go to a quarantine facility. My man, it was just full. It was just full. I couldn't even talk. It was horrible. I've not gone to Houghton. Ever since, that was the last day I wore a mask at Home Depot. Real talk, real talk. That was the last day I wore a mask, a medical equipment mask in Home Depot. I never did it again. Never did it again. Never did it again. I realized I was being stupid. Lori and the rest of these people and nurse and physical therapist told me that that's medical equipment, and I'm too stupid to use that. I am not trained in how to use that thing. I'm gonna create all kind of hypoxias and stuff, and so I stopped. But it was a snot reservoir, so I had allergies. Green tea works, but Home Depot got a whole lot of carcinogens and fine dust in there. They just get the dripping. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not go outside. Truth can never be overstated. No, it can't, Lori, nor can you say it enough, because they can't figure it out. They can't figure it out. What's that game when you're like 2 and you got the square peg and it goes in there, and you got that round thing and it goes in there, and you got the X and it goes in there, the block thing that everybody learns how to figure out, the billionaires are playing. Figure out how to put the puzzle pieces together, and that goes in there, and that you got to keep saying it because people aren't figuring out. And it's like, all right, so here's an example. I asked a question, and it was a serious question, but my friends get to laughing. Let me go to my 3 hours. It's like, so if you know, what sides of an untrustworthy government do you trust? What side, if you got an untrustworthy government, you can't trust nothing that come out their mouth. No bits. All the bits are all filed. It's all fake, file, phony, Freedom of Information Act, and whistleblowers been told you they've been lying to you since jump. Since the mother hubbing giddy up. Who you supposed to trust at that point? Why is anybody walking around in a face diaper? Why y'all trusting with the air, the food, the mask? Did y'all see that mask video? Did you see the mask video where they were making them, what was his name? Andre, over there in the country that y'all say the chicken flu's coming from? Did y'all see the video? Who sent me that video? It was a video. They were over there making Americans masks, and it's like, because people think these things are so sterile. They had them piled up on the floor. They had, oh man, it was gross. The floor had dirt and mud on it. They were just making them, they're sewing them, medical grade masks. They were like piled up on this dirty floor. And of course, I'm sure they get the bags and put them in and make it look like it's all sterile and everything. And it's Julio. Anyway. I'm so pissed off. Why? Off at this fake demic. Why would you be pissed off, Ivana? My mom is gravely ill and my birth country is letting America in. Please send positive thoughts her way. I will send positive thoughts her way, Ivana. But don't be pissed off. Don't get pissed off. You know why? Because it's a learning step for us. It's a learning step. We're learning. Well, yeah, I don't know. Let me think about that. Some people are learning. Yeah, no, don't be pissed off. You got to go through these cycles, right? It's like just being spanked. You know, sometimes you got to touch the hot oven, got to burn you. You know, personally, Ivana, I can pretend all I want. Sometimes I do. Like I'm smart enough that I knew what a virus was before this started. But this is the problem with me. If you go back and watch back videos just before the cuckoo virus started, just before the cuckoo virus and flu season started, oh, I had no damn idea what a virus was. I had no clue. I learned what a virus is. I had no idea. I had an aphid on me this morning. I was like, oh, okay, it's an aphid. Well, the only reason that this joke ain't flying off my arm is because he got a virus and he works symbiotic with the virus and the virus helps him to fly. I now know what a virus is. We got to sometimes go through hard times to learn. Oh, I didn't post a picture yet. I went to the gas station when I was first scared of the cuckoo flu. When it first started, I wasn't scared. I'm always suspicious of my government. I know these jokers all they do is la 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 do 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 yeah. Booba dooba dabba dooba doo scuba dooba. All they do is lie and break people up and change their languages and make them like really stupid so they fight each other and not them. All they do is lie. When this first started, I called it the cuckoo virus, but I wasn't so sure. I was at the gas station. That was a laundry day, and I looked at that pump. This is why news is horrible and it's bad. You know, I was like, because I was kind of like, you know, maybe this is a bioweapon. Like maybe something going on. I know what they're saying in the media ain't true, but do I really want to touch that gas station pump? I know I laugh about it now. I post all day long like, we're crazy, cuckoo virus. And I've been cuckoo virus for solid 2 months, except for the first couple of days. I wasn't so sure. It was laundry day. I looked in the back of my car and said, I ain't touching that gas station handle. Like, logic is there. This is why you shouldn't be so upset. Don't be pissed off about it. Because, like, logic is there, but the TV literally brainwashes people in ways we have no idea, right? So I knew that gas on the pump, every time you touch the gas pump, Ivana, you get in the car, you smell the Rothschild. No, Rockefeller, he's the gas guy, right? No, what was his name? Johnny D. Rockefeller, the gas people, the standard oil. You smell that where you know there ain't nothing living in that. You supposed to leave that in the ground. You ain't supposed to drill that up and put it in cars. You had electric back then. Tesla told you, Nikola Tesla. You sniff that, you know ain't nothing living on the handle. This is when I thought viruses were alive. I thought they were living. They was trying to kill me. I was living on that fake premises. All I had in the backseat of the car was laundry, and the only thing that I was going to touch and mess up on that handle and get the cuckoo virus on some drawers. This sounds bad. I know it does. I'm a man. Every man has holy drawers. Every man got sacrificial drawers that's lucky, but if you're at the gas station and it's a pandemic cuckoo virus, you can use them to touch that handle. They was clean. They was clean, but they're rag. If you saw them next to you, all right, anyway. There's lucky draws, and I grabbed that handle. I was at that gas station this morning. I took a selfie. I was like, right in front of the pump. Like, yeah, this is back when I was scared of the cuckoo virus. Now I ain't scared. So now good things happen. I think people are talking about health, Ivana. They're talking about nutrition. People are like really thinking about, next year flu season. Some people put in gardens this year, victory gardens, and they're gonna need them. They're gonna need them. This is the part you need to be pissed off. Don't be pissed off about the cuckoo virus. That's done. That shit done sailed. We in trouble, girl. We in big trouble. We ain't got no economy. We are in a glass house and these morons are throwing stones. We are literally in a glass America. What's your bird country, Ivana? You might want to go back. You might want to escape out of here and get a cuckoo virus, collapse of the United States visa. We have no economy. We're done. We are done. I don't mean to be scaring nobody. I don't need to be. Listen. There's a difference between being fearful and recognizing real danger. We do not have an economy and nobody wants the dollar. These people lost their jobs. The people on the right throwing stones. The people on the left throwing stones. They're not listening to each other. They uba dooba dabba doobin back to each other like some mush mouths. We in trouble. We in trouble. Yeah, I hope y'all put them potatoes in. I hope you put that basil and cucumbers and tomatoes and some perennials and some blueberries. I told you to do it. I told you to do it. And I didn't even tell you. Your grandmama told you to do that. Your grandpa said when stupid times is coming because your government is ignorant and it's election season, you supposed to act like it. You supposed to take care of things knowing that these morons making the problem worse. All right? And so, so listen, I know y'all think Donald Trump is going to save us. I know, I love you too, but Donald Trump doesn't care about you. Yeah, I don't think he's really racist. I think he's just prejudiced like everybody else, which is why I'm not in that fight. But he can't save you. Wait, when was the last time the billionaires came to save us? When was the last time it worked out for the human race when we went to the Caesars and gave all the Caesars our rights who we could never trust and we acted like we could trust them? We believe everything that came out their mouth. When's the last time they saved us? No, Caesars only care about Caesars, and I don't even think he's Caesar. I think he might be low level in the court, but he ain't calling no shots. So no, ain't nobody coming to save us. You got to save you. Or you will be lining up for the new normal. And they have not told you what the new normal is yet. You will literally be lining up for some 1984 George Orwellian New World Order UN. Listen, it never worked out well for us when you know that your government is controlled by international entities that nobody really knows truly who they are. People who got some indications, but nobody really knows who's at the top of the top of the top, just telling all the nations what to do. If you don't have a government, you got a governing corporation that's beholden to people you don't know and corporations you can't trust. Why the hell would you vote for that? Why? Boggles my mind. But we know the war on drugs is the #1 thing that keeps the left and the right ooba dooba dabba doobin, mush mouthing. That's the thing that keeps them apart where they can't talk to you. We know it's the drug war. Why? Because 90% of all the guns on the street. Why? The drug war. Or why are the police brutal? Most of the time, the drug war. Why are police scared of people? The drug war. Because the people got guns, they like their rights, and yeah, they fight back. And they did the drug war. Why? Because they put the most people who were defiant of authority in prisons to break them. So they could be raped. So they could be broken like slaves. So they will do what they're supposed to do, and they let them out so they can breed, abuse, and scare you, the right, so they can go back in. It's a scam. It is a game and a scam from the very beginning. We know that is why they're uba dooba dabba dooba. That's the main reason. And look at the two presidents. Look at the options. You know who's gonna win American president? Who's gonna be selected? Yeah, Donald Trump, Aloysius, we need more police on the street, Trump. And Joe wrote the crime bill and ain't give two damns about none of y'all, Biden. That's how I know we're in trouble, Ivan. That's how I know. Where you from? Ivan, you need to get me a ticket too. Whenever you go, you just let me know. Because we in a glass house and they are throwing stones. But they can't seem to figure it out. They think they'll get their jobs back. I know, right? Kentucky Fried Mama. They think it's crazy. They sitting in the house, right? I see people when I'm coming to slavery, and I see people out there. They just walking their dogs, and it's a couple. And I saw them this morning. I said, you know what? Y'all know that y'all supposed to be at work right now. Y'all know Master said you supposed to be running that cotton gin. If you ain't working right now, you probably ain't gonna be working. You probably got a plantation that's gonna open up just to close. Like, you ain't got no job, you ain't got no economy. How are we gonna eat? Like Kentucky Fried Mama, if we had a government, you know what they would have been doing? Instead of printing trillions of dollars, destroying the rest of the value of the currency, so the price of bread to go up $12 a loaf, they would be making growth facilities. They'd be finding people like me. And it wouldn't even take trillions. It'd just take hundreds of millions, maybe not even a billion. And we would just make growth facilities to feed everybody. So people don't go crazy and break in your house and steal everything you got and kill you and your wife and your husband. That's what your government would do if they actually gave a damn, but they don't give a damn. It's not their job to care. It is their job to be reelected. That's all. And that's in the public domain. So the people on the left are trying to get reelected. The people on the right are trying to get reelected. And the only way you get reelected, or the best way to do it, the best way to get money from a corporation is to create an artificial problem, create an artificial crisis, create an artificial crime wave, create mass chronic illness, create anything you can. and tell them you're going to help them. And then you go to the corporation, and the corporation, yeah, we're going to help you. We're going to make this cure, and it's going to help everybody. Then they get the money, and they get reelected. The right and the left are doing it. Literally, the top of the right and the left have to work each other. They need each other. The more they scare each other into ooba dooba dabba dooba, and the more money they make, the more they'll be reelected. Because whoever gets the most money gets reelected. So to me, it's one big ignorant game. One big ignorant game, and I just sit back and just watch it. They ain't got no jobs, Kentucky Fried Mama. They don't have an economy. They need food and a house and something to keep them from robbing their neighbors. That's what they need, but we don't have that. Chris Lewis is in the house. Chris Lewis, I just posted it years ago. What y'all talking about? Hey, mama, okay. Nobody knows, but everybody act like they know. We all can definitely know the natural causes. Something. And move down, Chris. I thought you were singing the Negro spiritual, brother. I thought we was going to have a moment. I thought we was nobody knows the trouble Kentucky Fried Mama sees. Nobody knows we're fudged. I was going to say the other word. I chose not to. Chris, we in big trouble. We in big trouble. No, and nobody knows. And nobody knows. People act like they know. I know that Joe Biden going to help us. He's going to get together and get these black babies and teach them how to... Donald Trump is going to save us. He's going to make America great again. Really, well, first of all, America was never great. And this is literally not the United States of America. It's the United States Incorporated. All right? People don't join the mob to help you, save you from the mob. There ain't no rich people like that. They ain't never made poor people like that. Okay, that does not happen. It doesn't happen. It's not going to happen today, tomorrow, next day. People don't believe in fantasies. Do not. The Tower of Babylon is real. Your politicians are fake. Babylon real. Politicians fake. Nebuchadnezzar was a real king. He's real. Your politicians lying, fake, funky, foul. But they doing what they supposed to do. They doing what they supposed to do. As long as you got monkeys willing to swing from the trees and fight each other for bananas. Ooba dooba dabba dooba and let the mush mouth. They doing what they're supposed to. They're doing their job. That is their job description, to make us stupid, and they are excelling. Good job. All right, we are souls in meat suits. That's what we are, Lord. We need to treat each other like that. Hey, absolutely. I think I'm just going to read comments today. That's what I'm going to do. Get the hell out of here, because I got slavery to do. Need to make what I can, grow the rest of what I need to, get myself a food cellar, because I need to do that 50-degree food cellar, because the power going out. You know the power going out. Yeah, y'all know that right now, right? You do know that. I'm just wondering, I'm curious, because let's not pretend in fantasy world that the right gonna fight the left, and Antifa gonna fight the prayer boys, and Black Lives Matter gonna fight the white lives matter, and everybody gonna be fighting, throwing stones in the glass house, and this house ain't gonna fall. Y'all, you know the power's going out. Okay, so what you gonna do? Are you ready? Are you ready? You got solar panels? You got something to keep the food cool? Or you got some dried food? I know, MREs, I know you're gonna have the dookie squirts for a while, but that's okay. That we didn't send these kids around the world fighting for freedom and democracy. G.I. Joe was never for freedom and democracy. It was for billionaires and resources and eating MREs with people shooting at them, eating these MRE things that make you constipated, and they got the other ones for the dookie squirts. So you constipated while you're fighting. When you're done fighting, you get the dookie squirt, but don't mix it up. And it's gonna be fighting too. Hopefully you're ready. Make the money I can. Listen, I'm not worried about it, because I knew this was coming. And my friends knew it was coming. I thought they was crazy at first. And then I started doing my homework a couple years ago, and I was like, these people ain't that crazy. You know that civilizations always fall? Did you know that currencies always collapse? Did you know that every fiat currency always falls apart? All right, every Babylon tower is knocked down. Do you actually think that the billionaires and trillionaire families around this world would let you build a tower of American Babylon to have free energy and Elysium and free love and houses and cars and food for all of you slaves? Do you think they would let you do that? Hell no, they need to knock that sucker down. And walk the cuckoo blue. I mean, they use it for a lot of other things. There's a lot of disaster capitalism going on. This all had to do with the currency collapsing, because they told you 30 years ago this was going to collapse, and they knew this 100 years ago, because that's just what fiat currencies do. Oh my goodness gracious. That's all you can do. Is you got to enjoy it, enjoy the ride, make some popcorn. Make some popcorn, get ready. Bad times are not here. You coming out your house, and the right, they all out the house like, yay, we're free. We get to go to Walmart now. It's like, oh boy. We all gonna die. We all gonna die. Half of them want to stay in, the other half want to go. Lots of laughter, no mask for men. No mask for you, Jackie. You're going to get the cuckoo virus. You better get your mask on. You better wear that medical equipment, get yourself some hypoxia and starve your brain and feed your chronic illness with a lack of oxygen in your bloodstream. Jackie, you sound like a militant. You sound like a great candidate for the war on drugs. Somebody need to go check her. See, you got some drugs in your pocket, Jackie. You probably got some mushrooms in there or something. Somebody need to go check her. I would do meth before wearing a mask. Riley, you need to slow your roll, Riley J. Now, hang on. Now, listen, I am a natural medicine guy. I believe everything that come and grow out the planet and cocaine, all of that from the cocoa plant is all natural. You're supposed to have it in natural form as medicine. But when you start adding some other stuff to it, but first of all, Riley J, why would you have to choose between meth and a mask? Let's talk about that. Let's psychoanalyze Riley J. Riley J is a goddess. Why would you have to choose between a mask or meth? You don't. You actually don't. You can do anything the hell you want to do. Slavery's a choice, Riley. I'm not gonna make that choice because I ain't no way I'm sticking no meth in me. And the mask, I won't wear a medical mask because I have too many friends in the medical industry that have already told me. Now some of them will go on the internet and say that, others won't. I just wear that little, what is that? A crip mask, robbing the bank mask. That's the only thing I'm aware. But I'm not doing neither one. I believe in natural medicine. I do not believe in CVS. I do not believe in Walgreens. I don't believe in meth. I don't believe in crack. But all the natural stuff I'm good to go with. All right. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Commentary. I'm gonna get out of here. I believe I choose this life and form. Oh, you believe you choose life and form Christ? I think that's true. You know what? I think ahead of time we choose to be here, and I think we decide that, you know what? We're gonna go to Earth. We're gonna go to Earth. You know why? Because Earth has trouble. Earth has trouble. They got monkeys and some other spirits and went there. Our family and friends, they done down there, and we think we can help them out. And they get down there. We're going to have to wipe our minds, Christ. We're going to have to wipe our minds. We're going to get down there with Rachel and Lori and Hillary, Miss Tree, Kentucky Fried Mama, and Rebecca. And we're going to do some good down there with Jack Hall. We're going to get down there. But the thing is, we can't go down in corporeal form and help the earthlings, help the humans, and bring them forward if we maintain our memory of what not being a slave is like, not being involved on Mother Planet. I think we do. And then we get down here and we wipe our mind. We're like, I want to go home. I want to go home so bad. I don't want to be here, Christ. I don't know why. I'm mad at me. I'm so pissed off at spiritual me. The hell's wrong with you, man? I talk to myself all the time. Like, is you crazy? Do you know what these people doing down here? Did you know this ahead of time? And you can put me in this mess. We're going to have a fight. Spiritual me, Christ, when I get back up there, we're going to have a fight. We're going to be in heaven boxing. The hell did you want to come to Earth for? You could have went to Saturn or somewhere else. These people crazy down here. Now, we don't speak the language. How are we going to help Christ? And everybody ooba dooba dabba dooba. And they all act like they just came past the Tower of Babylon. Hey, Sonny, good morning. What a good name. All right, let me see. I'll be inside. Wait a minute. I'll be inside too. F mask. I know you need to be outside. Be outside, Riley. You need the fresh air. You need that oxygen out there. You need a whole lot of that oxygen out there. Indoor air. What is the indoor air quality? The worst air you can breathe on the planet. It's not even in like the toxic anaerobic swamps. The worst air, literally, you can breathe in the United States of America because it was proven back in, it was about 10 years ago? The worst air is indoor air. And the worst indoor air everywhere I had tested in all the places in America was in the EPA building. Was that Baltimore? Do y'all remember that? Remember the EPA? Y'all trust the EPA? I tell you what, if you live on a glass earth, don't throw EPAs. Do not do that. Then people not hear that they not EP nor AIM. They can't even keep their building air clear. You need to get out. They shut down and condemned the building in Baltimore for a while. Do y'all remember that? Was that Baltimore or DC? They can't even keep their air clean. They're not keeping your planet clean. Man, cleaning the waters is nothing. The damn sturgeon jumping out the waters. They're like, no, we can't do this no more. They're putting poison everywhere. They're in bed with the pharmaceutical companies. If you live in a glass house, do not throw your police state. If you live in a glass house, do not throw the military industrial complex. If you live in a glass house, Don't throw things, because all they do is they give you a name, which is the exact opposite of what the group is doing, to fool everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Out the lights. Yes, Kentucky Fried Mama, the lights are going out, the power is going off. I hope everybody's ready for life without the internet, because that's how they're going to bring you to your knees. And when they finally get this. And when is it going to happen? Some might wonder. I personally have my own perspective. I think it is either after the election or it's when the trial of that cop happens. That's when I think the light's going to go out. It's going to be shortly after that. Hopefully you're ready by then. Why? Well, the left and the right are uba dooba dabba doing. Once again, this is Babylon, baby. These people can't talk to each other. They have no damn clue. The left is they got to get Trump out. They got to get him out. Yeah, I got friends on the left and family on the deep left. You gotta go. He is the reason for racism. He done created slavery. He enslaved everybody. He's the worst man on the planet. He hates the earth. He wants to blow everything up. He wants to kill everybody and put everybody under the ocean. So he has to go. And if he does not go, the world is going to end anyway. So they're going to act a fool. I promise you. They're going to act a fool if he wins. Now, if he loses, it's the same scenario. Same scenario, just more guns. Same scenario, more guns. They might be able to shoot a little bit better on the right. That's the only, because they're not on the right. They not even going to play. They're not going to play. Did y'all see that video of the black people dancing, the black people at the Trump rally? Did y'all see that? First of all, let me tell y'all something on the right. Trump people, if you get black people and you get them in the rally and you want to convince other black people to jump on it, because I know black people who vote for Trump. So I'm not, this is not black people don't vote for Trump thing. This is not what that is. I know some. They in the closet for the most part. They don't say nothing. They don't do these Candace Owen things. I know a bunch of them, but they don't say nothing. I met one yesterday. I know she is because she said that he brings jobs, and I was just like, I'm not sure that that's how that works, but okay. If you get black people to dance to Michael Jackson in the stadium, did y'all see that? I'll show it to you. You don't know how to fool people. I'm sure they were there, and I'm sure that they wanted to be there, but it was obvious that they weren't a diverse selection. Melanated Moors. They were not a diverse selection. They was missing beats 3, 7, 5, 2, clap dancing, and I'll show you. What was this name? And that's what blows me apart. And this is how I know he's gonna win. I try to prepare my liberal friends every time I can. I mean, they don't know how to pick the black people for the crowd, and they make them all sit. Do y'all make them sit in that section? What is the name? Somebody give me the name of that. It's a Facebook page. Who sent this to me? I think I know who sent this to me. It's a Facebook page for Hispanic Exodus. Is it a Latino Exodus? Lexodus? What is the name of that page? I gotta show you this. They were dancing on the thing. This is how I know he won. He won because he just has more people who believe in what he's saying. I think it's called Lexodus, with the Latino people for Trump or something. And now's a great time for y'all. Anybody who wants to disaster capitalize, Lexodus. Is it called Lexi? What's that called? I don't know if I can go to. I was going to show y'all the video. It was just dancing and Michael Jackson. We gonna make America great again. Or it was like an old rally. I think it's good timing though. I know the name of the page I go to. She can't. She wants to be there now. Oh, she can't leave, Lori? Was she a slave? Okay, well we all are. I'm sorry. Hey, Nancy Diamante. Oh boy, how things down there in Florida. Hey, yes, Jack Hall. Yellow vest is always the end. Jack Hall, is my yellow vest here? I usually, you know what? I got my deodorant. I ain't got my yellow, it's my deodorant right there. I got that, but nah, my yellow vest, usually I got it with me. I know where it's at. I got it at home, ready to go. I'm ready to go, bro. That's when I'm gonna be out there. When they take all that BLM off and the WLM and the blue LM and blue ain't even a life. When y'all take all that off and y'all put on some yellow vests, I'll be right out there. I'll be right out there with you. When it's about everybody and it's about look out for everybody, when it's based in principles, not apathy, oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And I believe in direct democracy. And I know here come Rebecca. She's getting on me this morning because I posted something about democracy. What was the post? Democracy is a horrible thing. It is literally a horrible thing. Rebecca, I'm not sure if I can find the post. We were talking about it this morning. Democracy is not good. Democracy is just gang violence. The problem is when you respond to somebody, I guess it advertises it, and then other people comment on it. So I can go down here. I can't even find what I said. Oh my God, hang on. No, not Rebecca Costello. This is why I tell people the meat and potatoes, the delicious stuff is in the conversation. I just try to get people to talk about stuff and clarify things in the comments. Here we go. No, I disappeared. I post so much. I know, it's crazy. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. Let me show you what. Because we were talking about direct democracy just this morning, in which the yellow vests believe in RIC, right? And this is this idea that people should be allowed to speak for themselves. People should be allowed to vote for themselves. It's democracy, like direct democracy, where you vote for you. Like we get together with Christ and Jack, Michael, Rebecca, Lori, Patricia, and Hillary. We decide, do we want to continue the war on drugs? And then we vote, right? Like you don't wear diapers like on your face or your butt. Like you're grown and you decide without a representative what you want. And I like the system. But this is how like we qualify things, I'm just going through my random thoughts, and let me see what the hell was I thinking at this point in time. The needs of the one, Spock, right? I was thinking about Star Trek. The needs of the one are always paramount to the wants of the many. You know what I'm saying? The needs of the one are always paramount to the wants of the many. That's anti-democracy, right? Democracy is gang violence. It's literally violence when more people come together and determine that they get to tell you what to do or take from you or kill you or rape you. This is why I don't like democracy. Thus, apathetic tool authoritarians created called democracy, right? Because the authoritarians needed to take away people's rights. And this is what Rebecca is spot on about, right? They want to take your rights. The billionaires, they want it all. The trillionaire families, they want the land, the food, the oxygen, your freedom, your kids, your chattel slave. They want all of it. They all want to rule the world, and they're all in positions to vie for positions of who wants to rule the world, right? So they created democracy as an apathetic tool to get you to turn on each other. They change your language like the Tower of Babel, so you ooba dooba dabba dooba, and you don't think about the women you're abusing, the kids that you're bombing, the people you're starving, and the trailer parks, the ghettos, the burials. They give you an economy. You blame the police, but you're a banker or you're an accountant, and you don't pull the trigger, but you got a pen and you're complicit, but you like to blame other people for being more complicit than you. That's what they do. That's what democracy does. It's how you turn people against each other. You change their language, right? Walmart doesn't speak Kmart, doesn't speak JCPenney's, doesn't speak the other, but they're all big box stores, and mine's better than yours, but you're all colluding with the system. Ooba dooba dabba dooba, right? Mush mouth. And I think Rebecca asked me a question. She said, and she asked it the right way too. She asked it the right way. She said, "But is that no? How come I can't go down?" She said, "But direct democracy." She said, "But direct democracy." And then my response was just basically like, listen, I like direct democracy for one reason. I've said it before, which is the worst evil. I mean, direct democracy was evil. But the worst evil is the people not voting, the people not having a say, representatives having a say. So to start walking back in the right direction, which I think is the only peaceful way we get out of this, like I'll go for a collapse, but a collapse is violent, right? If a collapse happens, people will die. That's violence. People will starve and die, and we don't really want that. Revolution's another way out. People will die and starve. We don't really want that. The best option we have for peacefully giving governments back to the people, right? Or giving the people actual governments in Britain, France, America, most of probably the NATO, probably most of the world's governments right now are probably corporations that are just governing. The only way to give that back to them is a direct democracy where people can actually decide for themselves, not representatives whose job it is to take it away. So I think it's a step. But the goal is to get rid of it. Like we can slowly step down. Like we're walking up the steps of the Tower of Babel, and or better, maybe the Mayan pyramid is probably a better example. Walking up the top of the steps, and we know they're gonna sacrifice us at the top, right? Let me find, what's the name of that movie? I love movie example. What name of that movie where they climbed the steps and they were gonna sacrifice them? That's Mush mouth. Apocalypto? Apocalypto, I think it was called. We had to climb the steps. They're gonna sacrifice everybody. Yeah, apocalypto. That was it. Oh man, they just horrible sacrifices in this movie. So if we know that we're being walked up some steps, sacrifice scene. It was horrible. Yeah, this dude right here, they was killing people. This him right here. Something wrong with him. Right there. Oh, he's just crazy. He was like jabbing people in the hearts, pulling stuff out, crazy stuff, eating the livers, and blood running down the pyramid. So if we walking up these steps, and we know at the top of the steps is this dude, and he's about to kill everybody and eat some stuff and murderize us, the 99.9% of us, it's like maybe we need to back down the steps. Like we can jump. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it. We might make it. We jump, we might make it. But I think direct democracy is a peaceful way of backing down the steps. Like, you know, being in the back of the line, and you kind of looking up there, like, yeah, what we wanted to stop at these steps for? What at the top? You know what? Oh, it's nice up here too, because it's hot down there, it's hot down there. You know, it's like African slavery. Meanwhile, African slavery is down there because y'all want the cure and they're abusing all these African people for it. I posted them that the other day. Don't you ask no billionaire psychopaths for cures because they just go find a poor country to go test on. It's like, oh, it's hot down there. We're gonna keep walking up these steps. It's nice and cool and breezy. Yeah, slavery done ended. We got some nice cars and houses and wall-to-wall carpet. We don't own no damn thing, but it's getting nice. Ooh, it's getting nice. You feel the breeze getting up the pyramid, but you know at the top they're gonna sacrifice you. Be that dude in the back of the line, that lady, like, you know what? I see that dude at the top. He got blood dripping down his hands. He got some axes. Here goes a scene right here. He done got a knife. Maybe it's a bad idea. He got somebody's heart right there. He right there. He got Kentucky Fried Mama heart right there. Like, you know what? Kentucky Fried Mama was ahead of us. She done got to the top of the steps. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe all fiat currencies collapse. Maybe we're just going back down this. Maybe representative government is such a good thing. Maybe it's manufacturing consent. Maybe it's something to that. You know, these crazy people talking about the New World Order and the UN's bad guys. Maybe it's something to it. Now they got a newworldorder.org website. You see what I'm saying? And so that was my point to Rebecca, is that, you know, I like all the solutions, as long as it's a solution. If it's a solution and we can do it without getting people killed, it's at the top of my list, right? People don't die from it, because we have people right now that have nothing, right? If we can look out for everybody now and peacefully bring this thing to an end, and there are a lot of ways to do it, I'm all for it. I mean, I'm ready for the violent one. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Like I said, I don't abuse my white people. I don't make them beat themselves with pain sticks and tell me how bad their skin is. No, I go to the gun range with them. I don't put them in chains. I go to the gun range. I just don't want that. That's a bad idea. We've done that before and it never works out. So that was my point of direct democracy. Democracy is a bad thing. But the least of the evils is not the Democrats nor the Republicans. It's not France nor America. They all together with NATO and the UN and all of these big global governance nonsense. The least of the evils is giving the power back to the people, breaking up the mainstream media. That's the only thing I can't figure out, Rebecca, is we get the direct democracy, RIC, turned on. What is the first law we got to get rid of? And I think whatever country you're in, you got to figure out your mainstream media law, like the law that lets government lie to you and make your friends stupid. Probably here in America's Propaganda Act gotta go. That telecommunication bill that Bill Clinton did that allows for these mega corporations to own all the media, they gotta break that up, because people will never get back to critical thought as long as you got the mainstream media, because that's why you got the ooba dooba dabba dooba. Let me turn this guy off. That's what makes people ooba dooba dabba dooba. That's what turns people into mush mouth. It's the mainstream media, because it scares them all day long. I was getting in my car this morning at the gas pump. The first time I was scared of the cuckoo virus, which was the last time, where I put the to take the pump out. There's a lady getting in her car. She came out the gas station and she got in her car and she turned the key on. As soon as she turned it on, it was like COVID-19, blah, 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 blah. Wear this vest and blah, blah, blah. Put the mask on. Don't go outside with your face diaper. Be careful. People are dying. Millions of people, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's brainwashing people. Like, that's where the mush mouth comes from. That's why they can't hear you when you say, don't wear medical equipment on your face. You're gonna die. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. They can't hear you. They can't even hear the doctors when they say it. They can't hear the nurses because they're so scared. So I think you gotta get a RIC, you gotta get direct democracy. I think the French were on it. The Yellow Vests knew what they were doing. But the first step is get rid of the things that take away people's critical thought. First step is get rid of the reason why government does not listen to you. Right? So in America, it either is getting rid of the Propaganda Act's got to go. Got to vote on that immediately. I think the Act of 1871, that's got to go quickly, because that's why we're a corporation. That's why government doesn't listen to you at all. They don't care. They don't flip flop. Their job description is to do what the corporation needs them to do, which is everything that makes profit. The Telecommunications Act, give the mainstream media back to thousands of independent voices where they can talk and give their opinions and not be censored. You're going to have to break apart Facebook, social media, YouTube, all of this nonsense. You're going to have to break that up. There's a lot of great department managers in all of those corporations, a lot of good people who work for them, and they all should have their own little slice and way to go about it. It's too big. You're too easy to control centrally managed. Right? All of that's got to go. All the unconstitutional stuff. But the key, the very first ones, are the ones that keep people ooba dooba dabba dooba. And the war on drugs, to me, is high on that list too, Rebecca. The war on drugs is high. Because that's the main ooba dooba dabba dooba. Right? That's the main reason the right is scared of MS-13 and the left hates the police. If they could just connect those dots, we could get somewhere. Do not do no harm, but do no harm should be the only law. Unless someone harms you, fight back, darling. And that is the only law. It's not even it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's the only law. That's my only law. The rest of the things for me are just, if I don't do it, they're going to shoot me or throw me in a cage, right? You know, I know what slavery is like. I know what it feels like because I live it every single day. But that's the only law, right? Do unto others, right? Do unto others as you want them to do unto you, and that's it. Right? You don't have the right to abuse or violate anybody else. You know, you can say it in a couple different ways. And as long as people get that, we're good to go. And then everything else falls into place. You know, that's the only actual one that you need. He wouldn't be Gerard without being all amped up. Yes, Miss Tree, because that's what I do in the morning, coffee. Although I'm thinking about doing a later one with Harsh today. That's what I do. I come here, I get my coffee, and I got to get out here and get this cotton gin going. Gotta make some money and give me some solar panels for when the power goes out, if I can. And then, but coffee, that's why. You see me late in the day. Y'all know me. Y'all seen my late videos. Like, hi, my name is Gerard. I'm like, what's that dog? Deputy dog? What's his name? He's real slow. But I'll do a later one with Harsh. I'll probably get me a cup of coffee. Lori Riley, G comes on here hating and loving every day. Do I hate and love, Jack Hall? I don't hate and love, do I? I come here hating and loving every day. I don't hate. Do I hate? Do I hate anybody here? I'm sorry, Jack, that hurt. Is somebody mad at me? Did I miss a comment? Wow, that is hate. It's hateful. What'd I say? I was judging somebody? Somebody tell me what I said. Let me clarify. I don't hate nobody. Listen, y'all, I love everybody. I might hate what somebody does. I might hate with actions. I don't hate anybody. I love it. Yo, I have white nationalist friends, y'all. Come on, look at me. I'm even darker than I'm supposed to be. I've been in the garden for the last 3 months. Look at my skin. I look like you know what? Don't get me talking about myself. I'm black as they come. I got white nationalist friends. I got a friend from the KKK. I got Black Panther friends too. Antifa on my friends list. I got people in Black Lives Matter. I got the Patriot Boys. To me, people are people, and besides, those people are just warriors, right? You gotta have some warriors on your side. You know what? People who understand that we have a common foe, I'm good to go with. Did I tell y'all about my KKK friend? I don't think he's still here though. I think they got rid of him. I think they deleted his profile. He used to send me blues all the time. He sent me a friend invite and I went and found him. Like, oh, okay, friend invite. Went to his page and I was like, oh. I went down the page. I was like, okay, this is either somebody with a fake profile or this brother really believes, And soul searching. So I didn't hate the guy. I understand that I would be him, right? I would be him if I were born him. If I had his brain, if I had his family, his father, the scarcity from my nation, and I pay taxes in and I vote, so I help do that to him, right? I help do that to his kids. So whatever reason he's angry and upset with, if it's because immigrants are coming in the country taking his job, well, that's because I've been voting. I've been voting my whole life, right? I'm a part of this. I'm voting for the war on drugs. The politicians I put in keep the war on drugs going. So yeah, he's supposed to be upset with immigrants. And so, I take my part in it. You know what I'm saying, Jack? So I said, we'll see how this goes. I made a friend of him. And he had some really odd things he said on the post. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm trying to understand you. I think everybody's experiences is valid. And another good thing I'll say on that, Jack. So a good friend of mine, one of my best friends growing up, has been in the prison system. And he got out and he's doing good. And he got past that time that they throw you back in. And I mentioned that before. He said, well, when you're in the system, you understand that you're a slave. You understand that you're a commodity, right? Like we only fight when the guards aren't around, right? When the guards are around, we know who the problem is, and we all work together. We all work together. Like there's a common understanding of who the foe is. People in prison are very smart people. Right? That's why I'm saying that's why you have the war on drugs, because you have to take the critical thinking, smart people who are willing to defy the system and throw them in a prison cell. And that's what they do, and break them, make sure that pedophilia, you get them young, make sure they're being raped and abused. That's what they do. They break good people. So no, I don't hate anybody at all. I don't hate anybody. I just want to make sure that that person is productive in conversation. Are you telling? I want to know your experience. I don't necessarily want to know what you want me to do, where you want me to go, or how you want me to go there. I really don't want to know that. I want to know when the Shizite hits the fan, which way you gonna shoot. That's what I need to know. That's all I need to know. Are you in it for everybody? You just don't want to be around me? I'm okay with that. And he was a brother, he just didn't want to be around me. I'm fine with that. But every few days he sent me some blues. And that was actually pretty good. He sent me some blues, right? And so I don't know, Jack. I mean, he could have been somebody who was just kind of on the fence. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he thought he'd convert me. Maybe he thought I'd be like that brother Durrell. What's his name? Durrell somebody? Dixon, the blues singer. He like collects KKK uniforms and stuff. I'm not doing that. No. I understand if I were you, I'd be you. But I don't listen to people who have come through such a horrible, scarce, foul, abusive upbringing that you could hate other people that you've never met. Same reason I don't listen to Black Lives Matter. Same reason I don't listen to Antifa. Once you show me that you hate people that you don't know, I'll listen to you. I need to know your story because I want to help, right? I want to figure out how do we help people not embrace popular racism or unpopular racism. And the only way you do that is you have to listen to people. Right? Fortunately, I grew up with this skin. I grew up with this skin, and I kind of know a little more of the insides of that. That's why my interest is spending more time getting to know people who weren't raised like me in the Washington, D.C. area. Okay? So no, I don't hate. Did y'all say what I was hating on? I hate on things, not on people. I love people. People are all good people. People are all spirits. People are all God. That KKK dude, he is a god. He is a god. He's just put inside a decaying meat vessel in a scarce time where we're all given mush mouth language to divide us up so that we don't build a Tower of Babel together. Are y'all getting that analogy yet? We could build a Garden of Eden together. And you know, the way he talks is the same way Black Lives Matter and the rest of it. Like, no, that's not talking. That's just babbling, you're drooling, you're not understanding the data. You don't have all the data, right? And most times people like that, they just need to know the data. Like most people in Black Lives Matter, once again, they're good people. They just don't know you. Try to let them know you. You know, if they get to know you, they realize, wait a minute, hang on, wait a minute, y'all hate spam too? Y'all hate spam too? Y'all hate Scrapple? You mean to tell me y'all didn't have a pot to piss in and win? You mean to tell me white privileges went all around you? How's that possible? I don't know. That's not what my professor told me. My professor told me that white privilege come knock on every day under all of y'all doors at Christmas time. Because people believe that. Right? Like, think about it. The same way that you got poor whites in these communities who have never been outside that community. They have no idea who you are, right? Only television tells them who you are. They never met you. Same reason in the ghetto, the barrel, anywhere else, right? They don't know you. They don't know Lori. They don't know what Lori's been with. I know a lot. They don't know Rebecca, No Clip. They don't know the abuse you've dealt with. They don't know that, you've dealt with things that made you try to commit suicide or whatever. They don't know any of that. They think that you literally live in Elysium because that's what they're taught. And that's all they've seen. They grew up in a poor world Sometimes, or a deficient world. Let's say it that way. Because I don't believe in poverty. Poverty is to me, it's an ignorant word. Just because you don't have any money doesn't mean you're poor. They grew up in a deficient world, right? Isolated. But that's what King Nebuchadnezzar or God was trying to do when he broke down the tower and gave everybody these different languages, right? So you can't speak to each other and realize each other's scarcity and struggles, and everybody's got their own cross to bear. When you realize that, then you're not, it's impossible for a human being not on the, what is that called? The warrior gene psychopathic spectrum. It's impossible for a human being to not feel empathy unless they're on the spectrum. And that's what they do at boot camp. They gotta turn it off to get you to be able to shoot at kids that will strap a bomb to them chest and blow themselves up because you're in their country and you're not supposed to be. Right? So I accept that environment makes people. I don't know what y'all, if y'all don't know if y'all told me, well, what was I hating on? Who you blocking, Lori? I don't know who's Lori blocking. Behavior is different than spirit. Spirit is love. Yeah, spirit is all love, and behavior is all environmental. Spirit is all love, and Christine wins, and you know there's a spirit inside of everybody. That's how you treat them. No one knows anyone else's reality. Nobody knows. And so the whole white life or Black Lives Matter movement, it's all based in ignorance and apathy. I can't be a part of that. You know, good people, and they want to do, most of them, I think, actually want to do the right thing, and they're just trying to be heard. And I think all we can do is listen and hear their story. But I'm not gonna go along with what they want to do. No, I'm not gonna. No, I ain't walking up that damn pyramid. I know that dude is at the top of that damn pyramid. I ain't walking. And this is why out there, Chris still around. I got a few brothers get out there and protest. They go do it. Go do it. That's what you feeling that you need to be doing. That's what y'all need to be doing. I'm not doing it because I don't think there's a reason to. We don't have an economy. We are in a glass house. They already threw all the stones in, broke out the glass, the frame, the foundation, and we standing here and glass is falling. The Babylon is already done. It's just the glass hadn't finally all fell yet. It's gonna fall. These jobs, the economy is done. We're gonna have to make some decisions after this. You know, and either the right gonna control those decisions or the left gonna control those decisions, which is just gonna be more slavery. Or we as a collective are gonna say, you know what? We're done with this whole idea of building Babylons for billionaires. We're done with this idea of working for you. We ain't doing this no more. We've done it for 3,000 years. We understand the game now. I no longer talk to the left and right like ooba dooba dabba dooba dooba booba. I've learned English now. I've grown up. I know how to talk to them, and I realize that they got the same problems I got. This is just in a different way, a different flavor of problems. Admiration is love. Yes. Ooh, no cluck. I love that. Oh, Jonathan Close is in the house too. And since we don't know another's reality, that should counsel us. I gotta move this over. To compassion and forbearance. Yes, Jonathan Close, if we have that type of privilege, you know what I mean? Not everybody is where we are. Not everybody wants to help. There are people who are still in that spectrum, right? They're in that fight or flight mode, and all we can do, I think, is talk to those people. All we can do is present information, but not everybody's going to do it. The only thing I ask Jonathan Close is people who can see the matrix need to live like they see the matrix. Right? We need to live. You don't get behind somebody who doesn't see the matrix. If you see the matrix and you see the glitches in it, then you need to step up. You need to step up in terms of posting what you see. And go ahead and get banned. Go to Facebook jail. Go to YouTube. Have things deleted. You know, have your friends cuss at you, yell at you, act a fool. This is the end times, right? This is a paradigm shifting moment. Not end times, paradigm shifting moment. The times don't ever end. It's either going to become something beautiful or it's not. And when you're done posting on what you research, be okay with being wrong. Be okay with being wrong. Because nobody knows it all. Nobody is in the big club around here. And then change your behavior and act like you believe what you posted. Act like you believe what you posted. I think that's all we can do, Jonathan. I think that's all we can do. You know, we either care about the future or we don't. We care about what we can steal now, democracying with everybody else, acting like the people in Chaz. Acting like the people in anywhere you can pick this democracy all over the planet. You really acting like them, acting like Melinda Gates. Democracy. She thinks there's too many of y'all on the planet. Did y'all see that? Did I post it? No, I didn't post it. No, I uploaded to YouTube. Did y'all see the Melinda Gates thing? There was a sister in Africa who was explaining that depopulation is a thing, and that Bill didn't slip when he said we just too many of y'all, too many of y'all all over the world. Melinda said it too. I posted on YouTube. I'll play it back for you. She got caught saying it in an interview on 2020. She says too many people. She said something to the effect of, if you go, y'all want me to play it? We can play it. If you want to help babies, then if you come here to help babies, then the women are going to keep having babies. And we know the problem with the third world is there's too many babies. And I was like, oh, did you say that? And she wrapped it up. And she wrapped it up and just said, yeah, well, when they know their babies will live, they'll have less babies. And it makes like the whole SHOP program sound like a good thing. It's like, well, wait a minute. Did you literally just say it's too many Negroes in Negro land? And this is for the third world, right? In the Middle East and everywhere, there's too many people. And this is what we talk about. You know, I know the crazy people saying, oh, depopulation is the thing. It's too many people. George Guidestones, they're trying to get rid of us. And you're like, you crazy. I know, I said that too. I said, y'all's crazy as hell. I don't know what y'all eat for breakfast, but I had Fruity Pebbles and maybe your brain isn't working, but ain't nobody out there trying to depopulate us. And then Bill said it, and then people tried to make an excuse, and they said, oh no, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He meant something else. Like, oh, okay, so the world's elite billionaire cabal actually thinks that y'all can keep breeding. No farmer does that, no. When there's too many of y'all, it means they gotta share too many resources, and the billionaires are still having babies. Like the Rothschild, they're a trillionaire family, and they're still having babies. Why? Because they got houses and yachts and cars, and that's how you have babies. That's why men get up in the morning, because women give them something. They got houses and cars. So of course the Rothschilds are having lots of babies, and you think they want more or less? If they're having more babies than we are, do you think they want more of your resources or less? You think they want more of you or less? Right? There's a reason why people get their dogs neutered. Same reason that they're trying to depopulate you. Same reason you get your dog neutered, because you're like, hey, listen, we in bad times. We're in bad times. Things are rough. I'm not gonna be able to feed the whole litter. We're gonna sell some of y'all or get you neutered. All right, and that's just real. That's as above, so below. Okay, you want me to play it? I'll play it, Jasmine. Jasmine in the house. How that little baby doing? Yeah, I'm glad you had the baby for the apocalypse. The apocalypse was about to start. People think, oh no, it's coming to an end. We're gonna get outside and back to work. No, that was literally phase one. Phase one. Where is that video? Because to me it was all coincidental. Like, I just don't see a coincidence in multiple unprecedented things happening all in the same unprecedented time, and don't nobody get no precedence. I didn't get my presence neither. I'm dubious when it comes to, okay, so we had a cuckoo flu and global riots all within the same 5 minutes. Coincidence might happen in your life. Coincidences do not happen in my life. They just does not happen. No, does not. There's no coincidences in my life. If it's happening, ain't never happened in my life, and it all happens within 5 minutes, come on, stop. It ain't happened in 10 generations in the same generation, but it all happened in 5 minutes. They planned it all. I showed it to you. Yeah, because she was walking with the baby. It was 60 minutes. Walking with the baby. Walking with the babies. I'm here to save black people. Black people, let me save you. This was on a sister's channel from Africa. She was trying to tell y'all that they're trying to depopulate y'all. Y'all not trying to listen. You need a cure. Oh, let me say my thing on the cure before I play this. I don't think that there's a such thing as a cure. Let me tell you where my mind is at. I don't think there's a cure because I don't think there's an actual problem. I think to believe in a cure, you got to believe there's something wrong to be cured. And I don't think there's a problem. I think let me take that and say that the right way. I think it's a problem, but the problem isn't what we want it to be. I think that nature does its karmatic balances. It does what it does. If it needs to give you a flute, it teaches you how to fly, give you some wings like it did the aphids, it'll do that. If there's too many of y'all, create a cuckoo flu to reclaim your energy because we need to cut y'all back or whatever. You got bioweapons labs. That karma goes out, it's gonna come back. You got bioweapons labs spend $3.7 million in Fort Detrick to create something, and you send it to China, and everybody keep voting for you. Then that flu's supposed to come back to Wuhan and meet those people. I think karma does what it's supposed to do. Whether it's organic or it's not organic, that's karma. That's karma. I don't think you need to cure karma. I don't think karma has a cure. I think karma is like a balance in this whole thing that we don't understand called earth and God and religion and spirituality and all of that stuff. I think that you stupid, then stupid things happen to you. I think that's how that happens. So I don't think there's a cure because I don't think there's anything wrong. I think the only thing wrong on this planet is only one thing that ain't working on the planet. Everything else is working, balancing how it's supposed to. All the populations, everything else. And if you eating Twinkies for breakfast and bagels for lunch, ho-hos for dinner, Fruit Loops for breakfast, and cake the next night and pie the next night, and you go to McDonald's and you eat out and go somewhere else and there's pesticides in all the foods, herbicides in all the ground, ain't no soil microbiology growing nothing. Yeah, and you smoking and you're wearing a face diaper. You're supposed to die. I'm sorry, that's not a problem. The cure. All right, if there's a cure, it's between your ears. That's what the cure is. It's your intellect. The billionaires are not going to cure you from what they cause, right? All the crises are artificial, even from the war on drugs to mass incarceration to all the wars. All of that's artificial. Karma happens. You don't need a cure for karma. You just need to embrace it. Make popcorn. Oh, what is this? IRS sent $1.4 billion stimulus check to somebody. It wasn't me. I got to pop up. I'm not even going to click on it because I already know what they do. They don't care about me. They don't care about you. They care about themselves. If they sent $1.4 billion, it's not to poor people that ain't got $1.04 in their bank account and ain't got no food. They sent that to billionaires. Why? Because you're still voting for a government that you can't trust because you think you can trust half of it. All right? Don't be stupid. Check this out.
One of these meetings yesterday, I remember that a lady told you that she had 8 children and 4 of them had died in childbirth or shortly thereafter. But if all of them had survived, she'd have 8 children. And what the developing world does not need is more children.
And I think that was the biggest aha to Bill and me when we got into this work, is we asked ourselves, of course, the same hard-nosed question you'd ask, which is, if you get into this work and you start to save these children, will women just keep overpopulating the world? And thank goodness the converse is absolutely true, because they don't do that, because women say to themselves they want 2 children to survive into adulthood. If she knows that 2 will survive into adulthood, she will naturally bring down her population. And so as soon as she starts to see that getting them...
Does anybody else think that she's talking about an animal? Oh, when she knows that there's too many, she will naturally start to bring down her population because the animals
vaccinated or keeping them alive during the birth, she won't have as many children. That's what we just heard from this group as well, that the older women had had more children, hoping more would survive, but the younger women are starting to plan for smaller families because they know they'll live.
They all said they wanted 3.
Yeah. Which is fantastic.
Not
That's what you want. Yeah.
So if you understand that there's a high likelihood that your child is going to survive, you believe they'll have fewer.
Absolutely, and we're seeing that play out in all the population numbers across the globe. In fact, the population rates are coming down faster than had been predicted. Aha to Bill and me when we got into this work, is we asked ourselves, of course, the same hard-nosed question you'd ask, which is, if you get into this work and you start to save these children, will women just keep overpopulating the world?
Who asked themselves that? Who is psychopathically ignorant enough to ask themselves, if I go start saving babies, does that just mean you're going to have more of them? You know how evil that is, number one? Number one, that's evil. 2, it highlights that this is population control. They've always been on population control. They think there are too many of you and they need to reduce you. So I thought that was a great video from, I got it from some lady. Some lady in Africa trying to tell you that you keep begging for a cure and they're shoving needles all over Africa. They just sending the pharmaceutical agencies all down there trying to find people, buy off the governments, because the governments down there don't care about the people, nor does your government care about you. They want to depopulate. It's too many of you. So it's not a hard jump from that to pesticides, right? It's It's not a hard jump from that to putting sugar in everything. It's not a hard jump from that to chemtrails and quiet weapons for silent wars. Like when you start to put all this stuff together and anybody treating you like you're God, like you're a farm and they're farming you, yeah, it's a bad thing. And if your husband say it and you say it too, then why does anybody question that? It's not funny. It's not funny at all. Because you know what? Because of what Christ said. That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because these people are sick. I'm laughing because this is sick. I'm laughing because we are still playing these games with these monsters. I'm laughing because people are still voting. They don't realize why the Tower of Babylon, the people were broken up into a left and a right. Because ooba dooba dabba dooba dooba booba. Because divided, you won't be able to stop people trying to depopulate you. You can't in Animal Farm where the monkeys are fighting the chickens and the chickens are fighting the cows and the cows are fighting the mice and the mice are fighting the chickens. You're not going to get nowhere. The farm wins every single time. There's a link right there. Somebody asked me for it, but that's the link right there. It sounded like a National Geographic document. Yes, about lions and hyenas. Yes, what the hell? That's it. That's what I'm saying, Susan. And it's funny. And this is, I don't think they were ready for this internet, Susan. I don't think that they were ready. I think that this is getting in the way too much. It's like the presidents. Part of the reason why I don't believe in any of these people, whether this was accidental, whether they're stupidly ignorant or they sold out, it's because you got these videos after the presidency. And I always wait for them. I can't wait for them. Y'all do the compilations where they do the things that look like flip-flop. We got to stop the war on drugs. We have to bolster the war on drugs. We need to get the police off the streets. We got to get more police on the street. We're going to end the wars and bring the troops home. We got to put more troops out and start a new war. I loved it. I don't think they were ready for video. I think a lot of this came out too fast. I think that they underestimated the power of people to learn how to stop doing the mush mouth, babba dooba, ooba dooba dooba. And that's what the internet is doing. I think they underestimated the power of imagery. I think they underestimated the idea that people in Yemen were going to take a picture of their children that were murdering for our United States privilege. I don't think they were counting on a lot of these people right here. I don't think they were counting. Gerard eats glyphosate-laden cereal. Yes, I do, Miss Tree. Absolutely, I do. I do. I don't lie to people. There's glyphosate in this coffee right now. I guess everywhere. It literally rains glyphosate in America, in parts of Latin America. It's everywhere. Now, do I eat it for breakfast? No. I don't. I eat cereal. Who's that, Mystery? I eat cereal. It's a dessert. It literally is a dessert. And I don't have any right now. It's like a couple times a year. I have these moments, Mystery. I'll go back to my childhood because I'm sick and tired of being a Babylon and Babylonian. All my friends just babbling all the damn time because they want to be Babylons, because they want to hold the whip and whip me, not get rid of the people got whips. Every now and then I feel good if I get some sugar. So on a very rare occasion, I won't eat like avocado ice cream for a dessert. I'll eat some Fruity Pebbles or something. And it's just like a little bit. But it's okay, Miss Tree, because the human body can withstand tons of abuse. I drink my smoothies, I eat my bananas. Where my bananas at? Did I bring my bananas? Yeah, I got my bananas. Did you just say we're not supposed to fight over bananas? Yes, you're supposed to eat them now. Oh, was that real? Was that real, y'all? That news that said that the only way to fight the cuckoo flu was like somebody wearing masks and some bananas or something. Was that real? Or did y'all make that? That was Beaufort. Was that real? Let me show y'all what I thought I posted it. Who sent that to? I know Beaufort did one yesterday on it. Was that a real thing? I got it over here somewhere. It was a news broadcast and that they listed all the things that fight the cuckoo flu and they had bananas on it. Or did Beaufort, did you edit that and make that up? That was hilarious. That was, let me see if I can find that real quick. I can go ahead my timeline. This is the funniest end of the world apocalypse I've ever lived through. I'm enjoying this. Things can flip around and go the opposite way anytime we want. But yeah, I got my bananas. No, Mystery, nobody pays for my health care. I'm not so worried about it. Oh, I'm gonna give this lady a little blast real quick. She was awesome. She was telling the maskers, it's okay, she loves you if you want to wear your mask, but don't come at me if I don't got one. This is an important message.
I do not have a mask. I do not own a mask. I haven't bought a mask, and I have no plans to buy a mask. Now, if and when they make wearing masks federal law, then I suppose in order not to get locked up,
froze up. Hang on. Hang on. Houston, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Hold on. No, I loved her message. She had a great message. I don't know who this is, but she had a fantastic message for everybody this morning. Do you. Don't be a contact tracer for government. Don't be a Nazi for, like, Hitler. You know, Hitler came about because people just go off trusting government they shouldn't trust. Listen to this one.
This is a personal service announcement and a public apology to all the brothers and sisters who I am triggering by this news. I want to start off this video by letting everyone know that I do not have a mask. I do not own a mask. I haven't bought a mask, and I have no plans to buy a mask. Now, if and when they make wearing masks federal law, then I suppose in order not to get locked up, I'll put one of these suckers on as well, just so that I won't be harmed by not wearing it. But until then, I've chosen not to. Now, if me not wearing a mask makes you judge me, I forgive you. If me not wearing a mask makes you nervous about your own health, I pray for you. And if me not wearing a mask upsets you, then I want to ask you, why? Why? Isn't it kind of similar to the whole vaccine argument, right? People who are mad about people.
Before she goes there, I gotta say, I'm gonna translate because not everybody speaks her language. Not everybody is understanding what she's saying. All right. So what she just told you right there, she just told you slavery is a choice. Okay. She just told you what Kanye West told you. All right. Which is why I tell y'all every damn day, slavery is always a choice. She told you, you know what? I know I'm in an enslaved nation, but I'm making my choices where I'm gonna pick cotton and when. And then when Master says you're gonna get in the hot box and I'm gonna whip you, then I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm a thug. My name, what is her name? I'm a thug. I believe in me. My name is I'm a Price, and I'm not worried about. What happened? Something busted. I'm a thug. I'm free. Oh, Dale Big Tree. I'm a thug. I'm free.
It's a personal service announcement.
Slavery is a choice. When I have to do it, I will do it. But in short of that, I'm not going to jack up my immune system. Oh, is that because high wire's on? We're about to go to high wire. She told you that slavery is a choice. Now,
and they make wearing masks federal law, then I suppose in order not to get locked up, I'll put one of these suckers on as well, just so that I won't be harmed.
I won't be harmed. The slave catchers won't come to get me. They won't come to put me in a cage. All the stuff that you say you don't agree with the police state, but you want to enforce the medical police state. You'll call the police on me, but you won't call her. You tell me I shouldn't call the police. She's calling you a hypocrite. She's saying slavery is a choice. And then she's going to tell you why you're in a fuggle. All right. She's going to tell you why you are in a fake struggle. She's going to explain to you what a lot of us have been saying for a lot of damn time. That all the cures are between your ears. And if you really think about the marching orders they give you, it doesn't make a lot of damn sense. It doesn't make any damn sense. Listen to this.
Not wearing it, but until then, I've chosen not to. Now, if me not wearing a mask makes you judge me, I forgive you. If me not wearing a mask makes you nervous about your own health, I pray for you. And if me not wearing a mask upsets you, then I want to ask you, why?
Why? Something's wrong. Is your brain
Isn't it kind of similar to the whole vaccine argument, right?
Damn thing.
People who are mad about people who don't get vaccines, I don't understand, because if you got the vaccine and your faith is in the vaccine, then me not having the vaccine should do nothing to you. Why? Isn't that the reason you got the vaccine? Shouldn't I be the one who's nervous if I don't have a vaccine about my own health instead of the people who do, because that's why you got it, to stay safe? Yes, that's the same way I feel about these masks.
It ain't a feeling. It's a fact. It's not a feeling. It's a fact. It's not a feeling. It's a factual statement. If you think that this will protect you, then you're protected. You're good to go. Why are you worried about me? If it works for you, you're good to go. But if it doesn't actually work, and it truly is just a psyop because they're trying to control people, or global billionaires at a yacht in Epstein Island had a big joke to figure out how to make Americans all look ignorant and stupid so the rest of the world can laugh at it, to put them all in face diapers, then that's obviously what's making a lot more sense than this idea that we're going to be protected by something that's smaller than droplets. Smart. Did y'all understand what I was saying yesterday? I got my microscope with me. I got a lot of things I got to look into today, but that's another discussion. Microscopes, they ruined it. Don't ever get a microscope, y'all. Just don't ever get it. All right, so it's just the droplets. Like, yeah, stop the droplets and the droplets. You know how small a virus is, you dummy. All right, you got billions of viruses that can fit in a droplet. All right, in the droplet, when I put the microscope on 1000x, you can barely see the bacteria, like little things, little creepy crawly things. I'll post some pictures. You want to see the pictures? All right, one droplet got a lot of them. Viruses don't need air. They don't need droplets. They go right through your mask. They go right on through. They right on through. It's okay. Here's an example. If you think no, man, I'm not gonna do. I ain't gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna let her finish. This is why we got pregnant people everywhere, y'all. This is why. We got pregnant people everywhere. Because y'all think the sperm is smaller than the holes in the plastic. That's not how sperm works, yo. It's not. You got things that all right, I'm not. Y'all, did y'all take sex education? You understand how small a virus is? Do you understand that no, they don't help protect you at all? It's juice. All right, let me stop.
Hallelujah. Everyone is right and no one is wrong. But I know one thing. I don't feel like walking around like I'm out of a scene from The Purge just because the government told me to, and I don't feel no way sick and I'm not no way scared about nothing.
Nothing. I ain't got no fear. I'm thug life. I ain't worried about you. You worry about you. That's your damn problem. You need to go on there, eat some smoothies, get you some leafy greens, listen to your grandmama, take care of yourself, get you a job that you don't hate and a master you, and you be okay. Your immune system won't be debilitated. But also she slipped something else in there that was important. She said everybody's right. Did y'all hear that? This woman somehow took every damn thing I said. Lori, how many videos you said I had? 800 or something, 750? She took all them videos. She just crunched it down to one thing. Everybody's right. Everybody's right. Nobody's wrong. Do you understand what she just said? You understand? If you were scared of the cuckoo flu, then that's what you're supposed to do. If you're not scared of the cuckoo flu, you can't tell other people what you are right within you in your own space. Christ is right because that's Christ. My letter's right because that's my letter. Christine is Christine. Patricia's Patricia. My KKK friend. My Antifa friends. The Black Panther friend. They all right in their own world. Hitler thought he was right. Everybody thinks they're right. And that's the game. That's the matrix. Everybody's right. You are only wrong when you tell other people what to do and you use force to make them do it, or democracy.
That doesn't mean I'm out here going out kissing folks in the mouth that I don't know who said they just got corona. But what it does mean is that I'm not going to change the way that I do things that make me feel comfortable just so that everyone else can feel.
Hang on, boy. I'm disagree with her on that one. I disagree because unfortunately we got to feed people. So I give you the challenge, the kiss in the mouth challenge. I kiss anybody who got cuckoo flu. I ain't worried about it. You just got to go ahead and put that $2 million down. I can create a grow facility and grow food for half of Philadelphia. You do that for me. So hell yeah, I will. You got a millionaire, billionaire. Y'all believe in what you're doing? Go ahead and put $1 million on the table. See what happens. Yeah, I kiss him. I'm not worried. Once again, I ain't worried about you. I got what she said. I got a God. I got to take care of things. I got an immune system. I eat my food. I eat from the Garden of Eden. I take care of things. I ain't stupid. I ain't crazy. I don't eat cuckoo food. I ain't worried about just what's going on, okay? I'm protected by the Most High. Besides the fact, I'm not even here. Not even here. Like mind over matter. It's called the placebo effect. Part of the reason I don't think I get sick, y'all, is because I tell myself I don't get sick. Part of the reason that I'm out here doing all the stuff I'm doing because I'm 29 years old. There are greater things about you that they never tell you about. But they can convince you that you weren't here as some sort of a powerful spiritual creature locked inside of a monkey body. And they keep you fighting over bananas, and you can get cold and fire viruses and flus and sicks, and you watch it all day like that lady at the gas station, and you tune in all day, watch it. You're programming your subconscious that you're get sick. Guess what's gonna happen? The same thing will happen with the studies, the behavioral studies in children that told you if every day you tell your child you're stupid, that kid will grow up to be stupid. You are literally programming their subconscious. Your conscious mind makes 2% of your decisions all day. Your unconscious, subconscious mind makes 98%. If you were told you're stupid all day, you're gonna believe you're stupid, doesn't matter how old you are. This is why we tell you to turn the television on. This is programming. They are programming you and brainwashing you that you will get sick, which is why you are very scared of the air. She's telling you don't be scared of that. The only thing you need to be scared of is what's between your ears, your intellect, and understanding that you're constantly being programmed. This is why you become the people you're around. Y'all remember that saying? They would say that you become the people you spend time with the most. Why? Why? Because the things they say your subconscious picks up on, and it does nocebo or placebo type effects, which make those things happen in your life too. That's why you become what's people around you, and probably other things, a bunch of other things I don't know nothing about. But listen to this woman.
Feel comfortable during this crazy period of uncomfortability. So again, this is a public service announcement to all of those who are triggered by anyone around you, not in hysteria, not afraid, not nervous, and not wearing masking gloves as they get their produce, asking you for your forgiveness, and also encouraging your own confidence that the choices you're making about your health and immunity are to be honored by the God that you serve, and I will be well. Same way with me.
Did you hear her? She said the God that you serve. She didn't say my God. She said your God. It'd be Shiva, Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, Yeshua, all of them, aliens, whatever God, science, whatever God you serve. Your God is good, because you're right. Whatever God you serve, I'm convinced of that. Whatever God you serve, I think you're right.
I have an immune system that I trust. I have a God that I know, and I have a body that I'm aware of, so that if things are going wrong with it, I am the first to take care of those things on a shamanic, natural healing level. Ashe, I want us all to be well, but I also want us to be whole, and I want us to have clean hearts full of love.
Whole, and I'm gonna stop right there. I gotta stop it because she needs you to be a whole, not an a-hole. She didn't say it was no a. She said whole. What is whole? It means you make your own decisions. It means you control you. It means you decide what's for you, and you're not broke enough to try to force other things on people what's not for them. Whole, not a-hole. There's a difference. Me not going and complaining to other people. I'll post a video. You can watch all of it. I gotta get going. It's plantation. I thought I saw a master come around the corner. It's my, y'all know me. No, oh no, I'm a runaway slave. Hell no. I ran off that plantation, ran to a new one, and I'm always checking around the bush, make sure it's massive con. Now I think I've seen him. I'm about to get the hell out. Like, why you stop the video? Because it's slavery, man. I got slavery, dog, and I got to get out of here. Anyway, I'd love to read comments, but unfortunately, that whip hurts. I gotta go. Listen, love y'all to death. Y'all have a wonderful day. I don't even know what day it is, but it's slavery. Let's end this. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. If you live in Babylon, it's all made of glass. Don't be on the left or the right, the up or down, the black, the white, the Christian, because all you're doing these days is and it's funny in a cartoon. It's stupid as an adult. It's Gerard. Love y'all to death. I'm out. Bye. Free the people. We can have this fun. If you open up, go. Do you want to free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you want to free?